Alright, so this looks like it's working. So this is the mission I'm going to be flying tonight. I had originally made this mission for Canadian Hornets and Greek Mirage 2000s. And the idea, it's similar to another mission I've posted recently where I was doing interceptions on random bandits. So this time I sort of created like a fake coalition of Turkish and Russians that have attacked Cyprus. And the only reason for that coalition is that I can engage MiGs, I can engage F4s, F5s, all kinds of planes that the two countries have. So that means I can maybe encounter fighters, bombers, fighter bombers, and like the F4, the F5, they can do both. And so I'm defending this small area here around Akrotiri. And so I'll be taking off from here with my MiG-29 and going straight to the runway for takeoff. And just like in the other mission, after I take off, the randomizer gives me some targets to intercept, and I never really know what it's going to be. So I did practice it, I have to admit, once earlier, and the targets I was given were two MiG-21s. And I don't know if it was sheer luck or the fact that I had just mapped my controls, but I was able to destroy the first MiG-21 with one of the long-range R-27 missiles. And then I spotted the second one and was able to get it with my infrared missiles using my RRST. So hopefully whatever I get to intercept in this version for the stream, I'll be able to intercept. If not, well, you'll get to enjoy watching me crash and burn. And so hopefully I'll be showing some skill versus you seeing me explode in midair. But that's all part of the fun, part of the learning process as well. So without further ado, let's go see what the mission has in store for us. So we'll choose the MiG-29. If my voice seems pretty low tonight, it's because it's getting pretty late here on a Saturday night, so I don't want to disturb the neighbors too much. So mostly you'll get to see me trying to fumble with my controls and make sense of the whole thing. So enjoy the flight. Get ready to scramble. We will need to intercept incoming enemies. Okay. So, I'm trying to see here. Why is this not working? There we go. So this is the plane I'm going to be flying. So I've got some of the long-range R-27 missiles with some infrareds as well. So I've given myself the good equipment to be able to shoot with a higher probability of kill. And yeah, if you're wondering, often like when you take the Russian planes, if you set the country to Russia, it's going to have like communications in Russian, and since I'm practicing and I'd like to understand what I am going to hear, I've put the plane in the blue coalition. That's why I took like a blue skin there. And what's going to happen is that after I take off, when I talk to the AWACS, I'm actually going to hear English. So that's cool, a neat little trick there. So we're going to turn on the mirrors, and I guess we're going to be ready for taxiing. So we're going in that direction to the runway. So I won't bother with the pleasantries of asking for permission for takeoff. We're on a scramble mission. We've been cleared. So let's lower the flaps. And go. Cool thing about the MiG-29 is it really wants to get up and go. And so we're already airborne. So 038, 60 miles, Angel 7. So here I can head towards my waypoint. I'm looking at my HSI here. Since I've been flying the Su-25 recently, the MiG-29 and Su-25 have a very similar navigation system.
Magic 1-1, Bra 030 450 at 27,000 knots.
030 for
Fork 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 051 450 at 8,000 knots.
So I've got two bogeys, and one of them is very high.
Magic 1-1, passing waypoint 1
The
at
other one is at
27,000.
8,000. So I'm gonna set myself up
Magic
for
1-1,
BVR.
052 445 at 8,000 knots.
Since we're doing a demonstration, let's have a look at what we're facing. MiG-29, Su-27. Guess it's not going to be an easy one this time.
Fork 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 029 423 at 27,000 knots.
He's really high, so I'm going to climb.
Fork 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 061 428 at 8,000 knots.
So I've reached a higher altitude. I'm going to drop my tank as well. Okay, I can see a target there. Put him in front and lock him up. There he is. So let's drop that tank. There it goes.
Fork 9, Magic 1-1, merged.
Fox 1. And I got the Su-27. So now I'm going to have to find the other one.
Magic 1-1, Ford 9, request bogey dope. 1, passing waypoint 1 at 20,000.
Do we have?
Magic 1-1, Ford 9, request bogey dope. Ford 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 12046 at 8,000 knots.
I'm gonna switch here.
Ford 9, Magic 1-1, merged.
Okay, so where is he? I was trying to get my helmet display, but seem to have.
Ford
Okay,
3-1,
there you go.
passing waypoint 1 at 6,000.
Maybe this will work if we're in a dogfight.
Magic 1-1, Ford 9, request bogey dope. Ford 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 21747 at 8,000 cold.
217. Somewhere around there. Let's go back to BVR. So I've got some friendly contacts ahead. Okay, let's get everything under control here and cheat a little bit. Okay, so he's there. So let's go in that direction. He's probably trying to go for my AWACS, which I cannot allow. Is he below me or above me? He's at 8,000. I'll have to figure out how to set up the radar antenna elevation. I am going in the right direction, it's just I don't see him yet. Let's try to get that IRST thing. Aha! How about that's a friendly, I
Passing
think?
waypoint 2 at 5,001. Passing waypoint 2 at 27,000.
Is that him there? Or is that a friendly? That must be him. I'll get closer. And we'll switch to the R-73s. How are we doing on fuel? Should be okay, I think.
Ford 3-1, Tally Bandit at bullseye 261 for 140
I
at
think I'll go with
6,000.
the
Ford 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 08745 at 7,000 cold.
I want to shoot my missile. Why is it not firing? Let's switch to the infrared one then.
Fuel 1500.
Yeah, I know we're getting low.
Fuel 1500.
I'm trying all kinds of things here to get a lock. Am I on range or not? Or Okay, now I'm in range. Fox 2.
Shell 8-1, defending bandit at bullseye 262 Fort 100.
Oh crap, that's a friendly. Am I intercepting my own plane? Yes, I am. Uh-oh, that's no good. I just killed a friendly. That is bad. You see, I have to learn how to operate this thing. So, let's go back to BVR mode. Yes, get the radar on. So now I'm heading in the right direction, but I have another friendly that I'll have to be careful not to engage. One of the things I have to get used to is the altitude in meters. Like I'm at 1600 meters. I know the targets are in feet when they're called by the AWACS. And I think I'm gonna have to go land because I'm running out of fuel. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch him without running out of fuel, so I guess we'll go back to the base right here and get our ass chewed by the brass because we shut down a friendly. I know that on the radar the number of lines that you see is like your IFF. Should have paid a little bit more attention to that. I saw that there were some double lines like which would indicate that there are friendlies around, and I knew there were friendlies around, but I also knew there was an enemy MiG. And so yeah. Let's try to be polite and ask the base to come in.
Ford 9, inbound. Ford 9, fly heading 294, Fort 14, QFE 758. Ford 9, request landing. Magic 1-1, passing
I'm waiting
1.3
before I get the gear down
27,000.
because we can't get the air brakes when the gears are down. That should be good. Get the gear down. Try to trim the plane. I'm a bit fast.
Ford 9, Magic 1-1, pop-up group 068, 430 at 1,500, cold.
A really good idea to go in the outside
Ford
view.
9, Magic 1-1, bra 068, 430 at 1,000, cold.
Okay, so I've brought it back
Parking area.
and they're telling me to go park it, but what I'm gonna do is we're gonna erase and restart. So let's go quit. Yes, I've committed fratricide. I've lost all my combat scores. So the first one I did get the Su-27, but the next one I killed the refueler. So bad. We'll go back to here, and then when we click this, it's going to reload the mission. So that should give us a different random enemy that's going to pop up when we get in. And hopefully we can do better. Something is a bit weird with my controls. Normally when I hit the nose wheel steering, it turns a little bit faster. And now it's not responding. Let's just check the controls very quick. This is nose wheel steering. This is weapon fire. So beyond visual range, vertical scan. Bore mode. Those are some of the controls I had difficulty with. Okay, so front is for helmet and up is for BVR. Those are the two that I usually use. So front helmet, top BVR. And then this changes weapons. This fires. This does nothing. This locks and this locks as well. Okay. Let's see if my nose wheel do I have my flaps down? I think that's the reason why. Yeah, it was the flaps. When you have your flaps down, the nose wheel steering gets sort of disabled. Okay. Makes sense since I had just landed before. I had the flaps down on my controls and it remembered. And now I can get rid of the nose wheel steering, brake, put the flaps. And let's take off. Already that quickly. Multiple enemy fighters, 049. So let's try to remember, that's BVR. We've got our R27Rs, ERs. And we're going to turn the radar on, increase range. So now we should be like more or less co-altitude with whatever we got. See if my altitude hold will work. I struggled with that a bit earlier as well. Sometimes it wants, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. So again, that's just for curiosity's sake. We've got an F4 and another F4. Okay.
Magic 1-1, Ford 9, request bogey dope. Ford 9, Magic 1-1, clean.
Can't trust the AWACS in this game. There's one there, there's one there. Gonna try to go for the closer one.
Passing waypoint 1 at 27,000.
Let's see if we can spot him on the radar. Since I was checking my controls earlier, I'd like to know my radar antenna up and down controls. Sensors. Scan zone up. Scan zone down. Could that be? And do I have controls I could use for that? Just gonna check something quick here with up and down weapon change. I have that button, so I'm just gonna update this. Wait a second. Clear that. Weapon change will stay there, but scan zone, I'm gonna put my up over there and down over here, and that should make it a bit easier to find targets. Now is it going up? Yes, now it's going up. Now it's going down. Should I reduce my range? Again, I'm learning. What's my distance? 16 miles, so I'm within 20 miles. I should see a target somewhere. Is he higher than me?
Ford 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 349, 418 at 11,000 knots.
Okay, that's the other one.
Ford 9, Magic 1-1, Bra 095, 411 at 6,000 knots.
I'm gonna be getting a visual before I get a lock. How come he doesn't show up on the radar? Is that him there? There he is. Fox 1.
Ford 9, Magic 1-1, merged.
Okay, we got a hit. Looks like he's going down. Yeah, we got that one.
Shell E1, passing waypoint 1 at 20,000.
Yes, Shell, will try not to kill you this time.
Magic 1-1, Ford 9, request bogey dope.
I think I'm gonna put one of those early warning scripts because the AWACS is not helping me at all. Seem to be heading in the right direction. Of course, he's beaming me right now, so it's going to be tough to lock. Maybe if I get like an intercept course by going more to the west like that.
Ford 3-1, passing waypoint 1 at 6,000.
What's his angels? 8.3. They're scanning above me and he's below me. So. There he is. Got him there. Gonna jettison my tank. Making sure it's no longer there. And now we're gonna intercept. He's trying to run away. That's probably why my missiles are not shooting. Well, let's give it power. We still have quite a bit of fuel. You can see his smoke trail. Funny, at a certain speed in the MiG-29, if I push nose down, it doesn't want to go nose down, so I have to trim nose down.
Passing waypoint 2 at 27,000.
I think my missile should fire now. There we go. Let's see how he reacts to that. Switch to that as well. So that I can surprise him. Fox 2. And we got him. These are the shoots.
Magic 1-1, Bra 01340 at 23,000 knots.
Yeah, we got that guy. Alright, so we're gonna be back to navigation mode. See the bogey going down. Just gonna see if I can switch to the next waypoint, or am I already on the right one? That makes more sense there. It still wants us to follow like our flight plan, but I'm just gonna go directly to the waypoint there. The green arrow tells you where to go to be on the flight plan, and the white one there tells you where to go for the waypoint itself. As far as I understand, that's how it works. Okay, so put ourselves on that cruise mode here. So we're flying towards our final. Does that make any sense? Not really. I should be flying around that area here. If we look at the waypoints, this is where I thought I was going. So maybe the green one is the waypoint.
Shell 8-1, passing waypoint 2 at 20,000.
Let's see if that makes more sense. Again, we're learning this. It's yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Now I'm heading in the direction for that. I should have just followed that circle in the HUD. The HUD circle tells you where to go to get to your waypoint. I was trying to follow these instruments there. You really constantly have to monitor the trim, because it's very hard to find a sweet spot. That's why earlier I was hoping to get my altitude hold like this. Is that gonna work? Or if I set the attitude hold like this? This always shakes for some reason. So 10 kilometers.
Magic 1-1, passing waypoint 3 at 27,000.
So I'll switch to the next waypoint, which will be the runway. And we'll start slowing down. There we go.
Ford 9, inbound. Ford 9, fly heading 291, Fort 18, QFE 758.27, runway 10 to pattern altitude.
That's one of the things sometimes I find in DCS is like the air traffic control wants you to land the opposite direction from the wind and from where you're actually going. So I'll have to fly past the airfield and come back into runway 10 if I want to be within what they want us to do. We still have fuel. Still have some weapons. And we're still alive. And we didn't kill friendlies this time. That, I guess, is a fairly good outcome. Oh, somebody's on the runway. Is it the big transport plane, or...? Yeah, there it is. I had put like a friendly transport that comes in to land, so...
Forward 9, abort inbound, resuming mission.
Didn't want to abort. I wanted to go to the outside view, but then that's the Canadian Hercules coming in. There he is.
Forward 9, inbound. Forward 9, fly heading 275, Fort 6, QFE 758.27, runway 10 to pattern altitude.
There's our big dude. Probably you won't be able to see it on the stream, but I barely see like a little gray thing coming in the runway now. Okay, so let's turn around. Gonna put our landing flaps. Be a bit fast for that.
Forward 9, request landing.
Oh yeah, one of the things that I had programmed is that RWR, it can get very annoying at times, so after my first flight, I set the volume knob somewhere easy to access, so now we can land in peace. Okay, so now we're slowed down enough, I think, to get the gear down. So now we can see here that everything's aligned for the waypoint, which is on the runway.
Shell E1, passing waypoint 3 at 20,000.
We should have a fairly decent landing, because now my speeds are a bit more where they need to be. Bit nose down, so we'll bring it back up, slow down a bit more.
Forward 9, check landing gear. Wind 296 at 3 meters per second. Runway 10.
Had a bit of a flicker there as I put the feet on the pedals, but gotta keep just enough speed. A bit fast.
Passing waypoint 4 at 27,000.
I think that'll work. I might have been too fast when I deployed the parachute, so might be somewhere at the far end of the runway tore off.
Fort 9, taxi to parking area.
Yes, we will. And let's get the flaps up, and now we can get the nose wheel steering to work a bit better. Now the tricky part here is to get into these little tents. They're not very big. Don't have tons of wiggle room. I think we're in completely now. Maybe just a foot or two. There we go. That looks pretty good. So we can get the canopy open, shut down our engines. And then just like in the SU-25, we can shut down the electrical system and everything shuts down. Alright, cool. So I am going to need some more practice to get used to the systems and how I can use them more effectively. But we did manage to get some kills. Some of them were on friendlies. That's not good. But the second time around we did a bit better. So hopefully you enjoyed that little flight. Cool hand out.